So, yeah, there's something going on with the Sandstorm server with the rares. As you can see, there's an item that is not being dropped by the Portal Master, and I'm about to talk about it. We about to talk about it. So yeah, I was AFK, but the homies, my controller's set up to both of the PSX2s. But yeah, we've been wondering what's been going on because somebody had like a ranger axe and we weren't sure where that came from. That didn't come from the Portal Master. But I have been, I guess unrelated to this, I've been looking for different spots to camp, and I've been using the control panel. And oh yeah, there's the necromancer. I think that was the necromancer rare. They're both attached to the. I can't put them both on without turning one off. Anyways, so yeah, I've been looking to try and find different camps, lower level camps to drop glyphs, just to like level up faster, because we've been we've been racing who can kill the tenacious frost giants the fastest, and my guys don't have any gear because I've just been power AFK XPing / power leveling, and so I haven't been looting the glyphs, turning them into the Portal Master, and getting all those sweet stats. So yeah, I'm like going around on the portal panel, like I'm portaling to different places, trying to see who's got glyphs that are at a low level. And as I'm doing that, yeah, I kill just a random mob in the wild, and I noticed it looked really strange when you're looting it. Like it looked like that on the left side of the screen, looked like that, and I was like, "What the crap is that?" Like it was even smaller than this, and I couldn't really quite see what it was, and my inventory was full, and the body almost like evaporated. So I loot it, not thinking anything of it, and then a couple minutes late go by, and I equip it, and I'm like, oh, no way. So I kept killing mobs in that area, and then soon, as you can see on the right side of the screen, so I looted that one first. Then I found this robe, which I think, it doesn't really look all that great, and the stats obviously are pretty doo-doo. But then I got the Necromancer one, and I thought it looked pretty fly with the green robe, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all just for, like, vanity's sake. But yeah, I posted up. So that makes me wonder. So, like, here's what I'm thinking. Is before we have the Portal Master guy, my assumption or guess was that the creator of Sandstorm or whatever, Xyloff, my guess is that initially he didn't intend on us having all these huge rares and stats and stuff like that. That was just something that he threw together. Because most of the mobs, they drop, pretty mediocre gear if you're just killing, these null raiders and this, that, and the other. And so what I'm thinking happened is he sprinkled rares throughout the map before he added the Portal Master in. Just kind of like, haha, here you go. But then he wasn't really, like when he did it, he probably just did it throughout the entire map. And so what's happened is all of the yeah, both my controllers are controlling one guy. What happened is everybody got focused on this Portal Master guy, not realizing that there's a bunch of rares throughout the map. And so I'm making this video because I think it would be more fun, instead of just telling you what I did and then everybody has this weapon that I have, to encourage people to go out in the maps. And it took a while, honestly, to get the rares to drop. Like it took a minute. Like I definitely had to farm to get them. So like the drop percentage rate or whatever that it is probably really low on a lot of these mobs. And so you'll probably kill a lot of mobs and they won't drop anything at all. But then there'll be like a rare area where, you know what I mean? Like, I want people to keep having a reason to keep playing the game, because right now it's like, you just go to the Portal Master. We've all got the same gear, all the same weapons. Like, you know, if I go into my inventory, there's a good chance that everybody has this, like, these weapons right here, because the damage is 690, and like, you know, this Tunic of Storms 368, you know, or this maybe not the Ice Might. I think there's a better one than that has more dex. Vortex Greaves, you know, 276 AC, 24 strength. These are pretty good boots. So on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all have the same gear. So I think it would be a lot more fun to kind of have an opportunity where all of us have different gear, because right now all you need to do is just go to the Portal Master and then collect all the same gear that you have, and then we're all the same character in the end. Like, that's not what EverQuest was about. Like, EQOA was like, it was exactly this, like, where, like, if you look at the message, it's like somebody's like, yo, congrats, and then, you know, this dude's messaging me, and I've been trying to explain to people, because I think there's something that EverQuest has that maybe other games also have, but EverQuest was, you know, EQOA was the first to really hone in on what it was. They took out all the fluff and just had the main addictive element that games really should be focusing on more. Is, you know, before they added the leveling, before they added the gear and all of that stuff, nobody was in the servers. And I looked recently, and, you know, I do play with like 4 characters at once. But the server max capacity, I think, was like 24, 25 recently. So there's at least like 15 to 18 people, because I know a couple people are also dual boxing as well. Same with my sister. So there's a lot of people in here, and it's because, you know, as you're leveling up, you're creating and crafting your unique character. But additionally, you know, just talking about like the uniqueness, it's like it gets exciting, because now a bunch of people, like, okay, there's this one guy, he can kill, he's this monk, and man, I'm sorry, I can't remember his name. Maybe he's in the Who. But yeah, he can kill a frost giant, and literally, was it under a sec? Like, it was like under a second. It was insane. His strength and his dexterity on his character is just maxed out, and so like that's his thing that he does, and we're all just like, man, you know, props. You're the first, and then Sorf, his Shadow Knight, I don't think it's on here, but, you know, he was able to do it faster, and, you know, I'm over here like learning how to power level, but now it's like, oh, you know, oh, look, you found this staff. So it's like everybody's trying to do something unique and fun, and it makes the game not like in a negative competitive way. I think there's like the Indian culture in India, when they play music, they'll have like the tablas, and somebody will play a tabla, you know, really fast, and then somebody else will try and top it. But it's all like, you know, it's not like competing against each other. It's like a very heartwarming element to it, where it's, you know, it's like, congrats, oh, I got to get on my new level. And so everybody's kind of reaching for these new levels. And so obviously we're capped at level 20, but I think that is the main thing about this game, that I see other people playing games, and it just doesn't feel as exciting. Like, even when I was playing Grand Theft Auto, I felt like the games would just kind of tire out or get boring after a while. And even when they first created Grand Theft Auto, you were the cops chasing the bad guys in the beginning, and then they switched it up, and then that's how Grand Theft Auto was made. Was initially you were the cops trying to prevent, you know, and you wouldn't run red lights and stuff like that. Really, really boring game. So I think to a large extent, most games kind of have that boring element you can't get away from. And obviously this game could be pretty boring because, you know, it's a grinding game. It just goes on forever. But to a similar degree, you know, I think that the element of, I think it's called the casino algorithm. I don't know if I've talked about it before, but the casino algorithm is like, they use like lab rats, test rats, and they give them a lever to press down, and then it feeds them. And so when they install the casino algorithm, what ends up happening is they press the lever down. Sometimes the food comes, sometimes the food doesn't. Boom, now they get addicted and become overweight and all of that stuff. So same with the gear and this, Portal Master guy. He doesn't always drop really great gear. And so that's the casino algorithm. And then, same with leveling your character up. It's like there's elements to getting XP, especially when you're in a group where every cylinder needs to be firing off. And so you don't always get the same consistency of XP, especially when you're seeing your levels in the top, where you're able to measure your success, and then you've got a reward at the end with a spell. And sometimes you might not even know what the spell is. And so that whole element, oh, somebody's texting me. They're probably going to call me. Anyways, that's a wrap. We're gonna find out where these rares are at, and we're gonna get them. So I encourage everybody, let's kill some mobs and farm the map, because Xyloff is giving us that casino algorithm 2.0. We got another breath of fresh air in the EQ. So let's play it, yo. That was super corny. All right, bye.